got this African brother that's discussing, other immigrants in general are discussing some of the responses and how they've been feeling about us as FBAs. And you remember when, the other African brother was discussing how the Latinos tried to sabotage FBAs on the job. Now, this particular African brother going to be talking about, some of the things and the disdain that has come, unfortunately, from the diaspora. Let's go ahead and check this out.
I made a video a couple of days ago talking about the two most racist things I heard in high school when I first moved here. But I just want to say there's nothing more racist than Africans towards African Americans. First of all, Africans think they are better in a lot of ways. It's not me. I just know some Africans, some pure Africans that were born there and spent so many years in Africa. And the stuff that he's saying behind African Americans are crazy. Making fun of their culture, making fun of the way they dress. I don't even think I can say some of the things.
A lot of FBAs will say, yeah, we kind of knew, some of that. We've heard it online, and this is what really sparked delineation, is because you can't really join with people, even though they may be a distant cousin. You can't join with people that really don't want to join with you. Now, while I was in Ethiopia, and in Ethiopia, shout out to the Ethiopians, every time I go over there, man, it's nothing but love. They welcome me in, all of that, right? So I remember, me and Wangel was having this discussion about, delineation, because she was really wanting to know more about delineation and, what really, got it sparked, and because she really didn't understand it. And the one thing I told Wangel at the time was, I said, listen, if everybody was like the Ethiopians that I've met the first time, or even the Ethiopians I've met now, this wouldn't be a conversation. I say, what it is that people, get out of the culture they come from, and they bring some culture. I don't know what they bring with them. I say, because I've been to other African countries outside of Ethiopia, and it's been the same thing. I can honestly say it. They've been nice. They've been cool, cordial. I haven't got nothing bad from them or nothing like that. Now, do some people have some experiences? Yeah, they do. But then when I listen to the full story of how people have some bad experiences, I'm like, bro, you wouldn't have did that in America. Why you get over there doing that? I'm like, I don't get that, right? But when the people come over here, and it's just not some, not all, because there's a lot of cool brothers and sisters that's here that immigrated here. I met plenty of you. I rock with you, okay? So I'll make sure I say that up front. But there are some that do come over here that, like he said, feel they're better. But when you really tell them about, okay, what makes you better? What makes you better? How is your culture better? Because the only thing you have to really tell them, I say, well, you didn't really stand on business in your culture, bruh. I say, because you left it. You left everything of where your culture originates to come over here. I guess that culture didn't work too well for you over there, right? If you're so much better, you would show me how better you are in your own homeland. It's like all these other groups. They come over here and they think they're better than FBAs. They think they're better. What if we pulled that and say, you know what? We better because we can't get deported. What if we say that? What if we say as FBAs, when we make more money, we are the richest black group in the world. And the rest of y'all with whole countries don't even match our GDP as black Americans. We don't say that. We don't even try to stunt like that. We can stunt on our culture. We can stunt on our innovation. We can stunt on so much, and we don't even do that. Like I always tell people, don't get in a pissing contest that you ain't gonna win. But what you are starting to see, there's something starting to happen. Even this conversation is starting to come up. All the other groups now are starting to really admit about their anti-black racism, tribalism, and things like that. They're admitting it, and they're having to come to grips with it. Why? Why are they having to come to grips with it now? Why they've been doing it? Why now? Because when FBAs delineated, and FBAs said, "Hey, bruh, you do you, I'm gonna do me, and we're gonna do us over here." When FBAs delineated, that sent a shockwave across America because America did not see that coming. They thought we will always be there to protest. We always be there to be the human shield. We always would be there to be the tool of propaganda. Like the most hated people in the world broadcast the images of FBAs. And all these protests that has been happening ever since Donald Trump has been in office. We have not been a part of any of these protests. And now the light is looked at all these other groups. Now the other groups are dealing with the issues and problems. Now they're dealing with ICE. And now they're trying to say, what do we need to do to get FBAs back out here? We'll try shaming them. That don't work. Maybe we'll try kissing their butt, Angelina Castro. We'll try that. So let's go ahead and admit our faults. Maybe because we admitting it, they're like, okay, they're acknowledging it. Let's go fight for them because that's a strategy too. Yeah, we are that way, and I don't understand. And they wait for you to be like, oh, that's all I wanted. I just wanted you to admit it. No. We don't need you to admit nothing. We already know. We had the experiences with you, bro. We don't need you to admit anything. It's just that simple. What all of you need to do, I know y'all having a lot of confessions about FBAs right now. You need to fix it. That's it. And one way you could fix it. I'm telling all of you immigrants, so maybe you first generation, there's one way you can fix it because you can vote and you can advocate. Advocate for reparations in the form of cash payments. I promise you, if you want FBAs back on your side, if you want FBAs to come protest and do anything else for you, especially in California, Latinos, especially y'all. If y'all would advocate for FBAs and y'all push and help reparations get passed, then you could really say, hey, FBAs, we helped y'all get reparations, so come help us. And at that moment, we be like, yeah, the Latinos did help us get reparations. Let's go help the Latinos. That's the way that's going to work. If you can't use Vicente Guerrero, the only black president of Mexico that y'all killed, right? You can't use him as we did something for black folks when y'all killed him. And the only reason that was happening because of Vicente Guerrero, the slaves coming into Mexico, because he wanted to set Mexico right and get off of that old racist conquistador mentality. And they took Vicente Guerrero's life. So stop trying to use Vicente Guerrero. But if you want to do something in modern time, push the Democrats to do reparations in California, get it passed, the Latinos be behind it, push it, and then you'll get some help. Other than that, y'all can admit all your faults. You can admit your biases. You can admit it all. Okay, great, fine. But now you got to put some skin in the game because we've done enough. We've done enough. We got the civil rights bill done. We got the immigration bill done. That's the reason why all of you have been allowed to come here. Now, some of you may hear this message and you be like, well, I don't understand, Phil. Like, I know you like going to Africa. I do. I enjoy myself. Oh, my God, I enjoy myself. I don't even want to come back. But it's kind of like my children. I love my children, love them to death. But you think I won't get on to my children? You think I won't correct them? You think I won't go in on my children when they're wrong? Or when my children are wrong, I'm just supposed to sit there and just like, because I care about them, I'm supposed to say nothing to them. No. If family or distant family is wrong, I'm going to call you out. Maybe not with the venom as I would call out the folks, because I'm not as vicious as I am with the folks. I don't do that. But I am going to get you straight. I'm going to handle you a little bit more softer, even though I seem like I'm being harsh. I'm still handling you much softer than I would handle the folks. You understand? Because at the end of the day, the folks is the problem. The folks is the center of everybody's problem. The folks is Africans' problem. The folks is Caribbean people problem. The folks is Arabs' problem, and the Asians and the Latinos, and when everybody finally see the central focus of all the problems that we deal with throughout the world, the folks' hand is in it until everybody realize that crap. That's when you're going to stop fighting against FBAs for sure and each other and realize we all got a common issue, and it's the folks. And unfortunately, a lot of you immigrate here and you try to get on their side, now they want you out of here. They want to deport you behind. So all them little, and it's the thing. It's kind of like Felicia. I'm going to remember that when people have said things to us, we remembered it, and that's why I say, hey, you on your own, bro. Do you. Oh, we all black. Well, we all black now, but before we wanted to all be black, you didn't want to join. You understand? We can't be all black when it benefits you. We got to be all black when it benefits both of us. Let's be all black about these reparations. Let's be all black about this anti-black hate crime bill, which would benefit you too. The anti-black hate crime bill would definitely benefit black immigrants. You sure would benefit you. Now, reparations wouldn't, but hey, it would benefit you because, hey, brothers and sisters like to, we go to the Jamaican spot and we'll go to the Ghanaian spot and the Nigerian places, and we'll go to the Afrobeat spot and spend money and anything else y'all got going on. Well, we break bread with Africans and Caribbeans all day long. So when we get this reparations money, we're going to still break bread with you. Everybody would benefit from reparations, even the folks. It would be a great injection into the American economy if we get reparations. Or when. Let me say when we get reparations. That's what y'all can do, immigrants. Support reparations, but we can't be, I support reparations. They need to get it. No. You need to put in the work. And then we get the reparations. And then once we get the reparations, then we reciprocate and say, hey, whatever you need, we got you. Because we've done that too many times. We've had people, hey, I'm an ally with y'all, and we're going to do this and do that. And we go out there like, all right, man, let's go fight for them. And then when y'all get what y'all get, y'all forget about us. So now that's the rule. We can't ally with nobody if we ain't got our reparations. If you're not advocating for reparations, you're not fighting for, you're not voting for reparations, yeah, we can't do that. It's a debt owed for y'all too. You want our activism? Hey, help us get reparations in the form of cash payments. And we don't need to hear y'all discussing about what reparations should look like. No, you should say, hey, it's cash. FBA say it's cash. It's cash. That's what it is. I'm voting on it. If you're on the Reparations Council, all you need to say is, hey, I don't care what it is yes. Yes on the cash. Yes for reparations. That's all you need to do. And then FBA say, okay, that's my Caribbean brother right there. That's my African brother right there. He taking care of business. And then on the flip side, we're going to make sure the Africans are good. We're going to make sure the Caribbean is good. That's how we get down. We're not a hateful people, but man, for a very, very long time, FBAs have been going through it and people not reciprocating. Eventually people get tired, even in a relationship with a man or a woman. You keep doing for that woman, doing for that woman, doing for that woman. She never do nothing back. Eventually you'll get tired and you'll leave that woman. Same thing with a woman to a man. You doing this for this man and he never do nothing for you. He never help you. He never do a freaking thing. Eventually you'll get tired and leave that man. Why? Relationships about give and take. It's not about take for one person. And FBAs have been in a position where we've been taken away from. You understand? So, brother, I appreciate you. I really do what you're saying. But we kind of passed that because we delineated already. So I know everybody's confessing, but now if y'all want to get our help on some issues, especially the situation with ICE and all of that, hey, advocate for reparation in the form of cash payments, make it happen. And I think y'all be in a good grace of FBAs once that happens.